Morning, everybody. Welcome to the 8th floor of the Wayland building. A little more room than on the 2nd floor in our conference room, and that's why we wanted to be here, so we could spread out. Welcome to Minister Gravel, Minister Morrow, the Mayor Keith Hobbs, our Chairman of the Board Roberta Simpson, one of our directors Peter Markle, and where is Councillor Chang? She was here. Oh, she's tucked over there on the side, so we have Councillor Chang here. So I think I've got all of our Councillor Chang is also on the board of directors of the Thunder Bay CEDC too. So, welcome. Today marks our 2nd anniversary of the official launch, and also a celebration of the fact that we've given out 25 grants to young entrepreneurs through the Starter Company program. The Starter Company program is part of, get it right, MEDEI, Youth Strategy. There's always, the joke of that is that there's always a letter that comes and goes with MEDEI, whether there's trade and immigration or whatever, administered through the offices of the Thunder Bay District Entrepreneur Center. So it's an Ontario government program that we administer here in Thunder Bay on behalf of the Ontario government. Starter Company is a training and mentoring program for entrepreneurial youth. The Entrepreneur Center conducts workshops for the participants using local experts from all kinds of the local businesses, and we really want to put a shout out to those people that come in and volunteer their time to come in and help train the entrepreneurs as we go through the training program on the ins and outs of running a business. Because we have presenters such as accountants, lawyers, bankers, angels investors, as well as representatives from the community groups and other partners in economic development, which could be the Innovation Center of Peril and other organizations, Thunder Bay Ventures, and other people that we may be working with. These other people help us also provide the Starter Company participants with the knowledge, the tools, and the resources to start and grow their businesses. The end goal of the applicants is to put together a comprehensive business plan. In doing this program, participants figure out what they have to do to be successful and how to do it. Once they have completed their business plan, they can apply to the grant committee, who then evaluates and awards a grant of up to $5,000 to selected participants. Recipients of the course must have some of their own funds available and have an owner's equity of at least 25% of the value of the grant. The Regional Grant Committee is made up of several individuals from the economic development partners in the region and in the private sector. But there's nobody from the CEDC or the Entrepreneur Center that sit on the grant committee. So we help, and then we have an outside group of people that decide to award the grant. The grant committee evaluates the winning business plans available on the viability and sustainability of the business, as well as the financial need. So grant recipients are then paired with a local mentor, and that's another key component of this program. Another important component is that we have people from the business world that work with these young entrepreneurs to move their business forward, and that's what makes a big difference. So these people are volunteering their time to regularly meet with them and to pass on their knowledge and insight to make sure and help as much as we can to get those businesses through the tricky stages of startup and then growth. Mentors are handpicked for each of the businesses and ensure they're paired with someone who has relative industry insight and experience. We have seen the success of this program reflected in the success of the graduates, job creation, economic growth, new products and services being brought to Thunder Bay by people that are doing something different. I'd like to call up now Ryan Moore to speak. Ryan runs our Entrepreneur Center. He's heading up the Starter Company for the last 2 years as youth coordinator, and he's now moved on to be economic development officer in the Entrepreneur Center. And he can tell you a little bit more about some of the individuals and companies that we've had some success with.
Thanks, Doug, and thank you for everybody for coming out. When I was hired 2 years ago to help set this program up, it was really kind of hard to really see what it would turn into in the end, and I think looking around the room, it's been really awesome to be able to see everybody that's taken a part here. And what's really always astounded me is the quality of the youth in our region who come up with time and time again some really interesting and unique business plans throughout the program. And it's really kind of inspired me to ensure that I know that Thunder Bay has some really good future ahead of itself here. So to date, so far, we've had approximately 100 youth go through this program to get the training. Of that 100 youth, 25 have been given that $5,000 grant to get their business started. And like I said, it's been interesting to see the breadth and the depth of the topics that they come out with. Some examples we've seen, a guy like Tyler Raynard, who does a company called Poor Boys Stone and Concrete, who with the grant money was able to purchase some extra equipment to be able to expand his business and really make it a full-time business for himself. Brittany Cordero, who runs a company called Thuja in town, where she was working at a flower shop and decided that she wanted to open her own competition. And through the grant was able to actually open up her own store and doing quite well. It's a very cute little shop. If you ever want to get flowers, go visit her. Katrina, who's been running a company called Brighter Days Elderly Service, the fact that she, in her first year of business, has now grown to a point where she now can hire another person, right? So providing more jobs here in Thunder Bay. Jean-Paul DeRuver, local musician, travels internationally, been able to use the grant to expand his skills and expand his offerings to the community. So we see all these really great opportunities. Victor Trementi, who's here from Coastal Productions, been able to take, again, his existing business and use this money to really amp up his marketing to really bring it to that next level. An absolute lot of great examples throughout, and I hope you guys get a chance to talk to any one of these participants that are here today. I also want to send a big thank you to the mentors that we've gone through, and it's been important for me to make sure that these youth that go through this program are matched appropriately. So some of the mentors that are here today, just as a couple examples, I know Angelo's here. Angelo, when he's been mentoring some of he's had 2 different clients now, and he's continued that relationship beyond the grant period. Other great examples, Val Midgley has been partnered up with somebody who runs a sewing company here in town. So it's been a very great partnership for those 2 people to run through this program. Jesse Buab, who's here, and I'm going to bring him up to speak as well. He started coming to the Entrepreneur Center for a program called Summer Company a couple of years back. And then since he's graduated, decided to start another company. And he's come through with Starter Company. And I think he's starting another one now too. So we won't go there today. So I want to bring Jesse up. Maybe he can tell you guys a little bit about his experience as he's gone through the program. So bring up Jesse Buab.